Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about why freedom of speech is important to a liberal democracy. And the video that you're going to be watching was taken in my hometown. So let's get started. The reason that freedom of speech is important is because, well, number one, it's a fundamental human right. Everyone has the right to voice, their pleasure or their displeasure on any subject without the fear of reprisal. And yes, reprisal can include individuals contacting employers with the intent of causing financial harm by getting them fired. This is a form of censorship. I don't care how you try and dress it up, it's censorship. You are intentionally doing this in order to make sure that the person cannot or will not voice their opinion out of fear of what you will do to them. That is censorship, and that's wrong to do that to anyone. You wouldn't like it if someone did it to you, so don't do it to another person. It's also important for people to be able to voice their anger or frustration on any given subject. If people can't do that, then they're just going to let their anger and frustration build and build and build until it comes out violently. And that's not good for anyone. That's why people have to have the ability to speak their mind and to be able to speak freely, free of reprisals. Having freedom of speech is important for another reason. It's important so where the bad ideas can get put out into the light of day. Because nothing is better to get rid of a bad idea than it being put out into the public where everyone can hear it and can judge the merits of the argument based solely on the argument. If you try to restrict a bad argument, what that makes the people who hold that argument do is to take it and leave out all of the more vile and despicable aspects of that argument or viewpoint, thus making the bad argument more palatable to the general public, making it much more likely that this argument or viewpoint will be adopted by a larger majority of people. That's one of the flaws of hate speech laws, is it makes the crazy bigot or racist tone down their argument, and it forces them to make their argument more tolerable to the general public, where if you just allowed them to speak freely, they would turn people off from their viewpoint just by the mere fact of what they're saying. And no, just because you're offended by something, that doesn't mean you get to silence it. In fact, the whole point is to protect the thing that offends you. Whatever offends you has as much right to exist as anything else. It would be a very boring world indeed if the only things that were allowed to exist were things that never offended anyone or that never caused any controversy. In fact, we wouldn't have things like the civil rights movement if that was actually put into law, because in the 50s and 60s it was considered offensive to get rid of Jim Crow. It was offensive to integrate schools. So, offense is the greatest weapon of a minority or an oppressed group. And it does such a disservice to people to say that feelings trump people's rights. I hope you like this short little video. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a good day.